Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here. Welcome to the 6th episode of the Lyon career mode, and we now have our first real game in the Europa League. We have already played two, to be honest, but the two that we have already played in our group are not the strongest teams in there, and they're pretty much like there's two clear standouts that should be progressing, and that's us and Wolfsburg, and we're going to be playing them today. And yes, there is a certain player that plays for Wolfsburg that we really have to just cross our fingers and hope we don't have to face, and that is the Lord Bentner. So we'll find out soon enough whether or not he's going to get a start. But we play the first game against this team at home, which is brilliant. As you can see there, their goal difference, they've absolutely smacked those other two teams. And Bentner is on the bench. I saw it there really quick. We don't have to face him. We're going to face the, 40-year-old Olich. He's just an absolute, I don't know, he's a dinosaur. He's been around for ages, but still, he's in the game, and he's the one that's going to have to score. And a matter of fact, he actually is setting up Luis Gustavo here, who set up Perisic, and Luis Gustavo should have had a shot because Perisic was in an offside position when he went for that shot, and in the bottom left-hand corner, he struck it, but sadly for him, being in an offside position doesn't mean anything. Lacazette gets taken out, falls over, no foul, no foul somehow. What a penalty. He was about 50 yards away from the penalty area, but anyway. Yeah, somehow, no foul, but whatever, moving along, we'll have a fake shot with Fekir. He'll go for the shot right at their goalkeeper, Benaglio, which is not good enough, but the resulting corner was whipped in from our set-piece guru. Gorkov punched away, Van der Veer with a shot. It was curling back, but just not enough, a little too wide that time. It was plenty of chances being made by both teams, which was good. But the problem here is we've, of course, got a set piece that we've conceded. They eventually whipped it in. Didn't really do much for them, but they just keep getting the ball. We keep trying to tackle. We're pushing numbers. Amazing passing. Luis Gustavo makes an unbelievable run, a killer run through the middle. All my players have just got absolutely no idea what they're doing. And at halftime, that was it. We went in 1-0 down, but still with a whole half to go, creating chances, tackles, so many tackles that we're not getting foul calls like that one. Maybe, I mean, the one before with Lacazette should have absolutely been a foul. Didn't get called for anything. That one before, that one not getting called, and it was getting worse and worse. I was having one of those games, really, and still, Gustavo, he was meant to be a centre midfielder, a centre defensive midfielder. Why is he so far forward? How is he the one that is making all these unbelievable runs that are just killing my team? But still, we're of course in stoppage time in 90th minute. They're up 1-0. So what are they going to do? They're not going to give a fuck. They don't go for it. They don't really care. They're just going to pass back and hold the ball. And when they do, on Legendary, it is so hard to get it off them. You have to wait for them to make a mistake. And we finally make the tackle. But they hold the ball up like a fucking absolute bitch, like for so fucking long, to the point where it doesn't even matter. And that's it. As soon as we make the tackle, as soon as we gain possession, we lose the game, and the referee just calls it. So, unfortunately there, somehow Dingy was actually the man of the match in a losing effort, which was interesting. But unfortunately there, we've lost our first game in the Europa League, which is disappointing. But still, that being said, it's not all too bad because the other teams were literally on 1 point, so we haven't dropped any positions. We're still second, and we're going to play those two teams again and hopefully get the right result, and we should just be able to progress out of that group. No worries at all. The only thing is we just want to hopefully get on top of the group. But still, either way, now we're going to be playing Angers Sco. I don't even know. But anyway, we're playing another French team who I'm pretty confident isn't even in Ligue 1. They're in the second division, but we'll just continue. We'll just go at them either way and go about it with Fekir and Yatara combining. Yatara, I don't know if that was a dive or not. It looked a little bit like it, but I think he might have been maybe had his shirt grabbed by the opposition player, and all set up for Fekir. Lacazette not playing in this game, so Fekir will stick it in the top right-hand corner, and that is still a great penalty. Really well taken. I love the stuff. I love his work, but still, moving along. Yatara and Fekir. I forgot to mention as well, I'm giving Nye a game in this. I'm giving Nye a game here as well, as you can see, because he was swerving past numbers, and I do actually think I've got most of my own team's pronunciation, my own players' pronunciations down. I know that that really fast African striker that I was talking about before, N, or whatever, NJI is actually pronounced Nye. It's an interesting one, but still. The ball coming in from Talisio into Yatara was a good little low cross, but it was again right at the keeper. That bloody problem that I just consistently have. Shots going straight at the keeper. Gonalons, Yatara, Fekir, again, slide tackle, poor one, and that's within range for a really good chance at a free kick here. And when that happens, you know I'm bringing on the man Gorkov. Whether he starts, whether he's on the bench, whether it's the first 5 minutes of the game and he's not playing, he's getting substituted in because he is the master at these set pieces. I don't think he's actually missed a free kick chance And he hasn't this time either. Another brilliant one. Right on the stroke at halftime. He'll make it 2-0. He'll give us some breathing space. He is just the man from dead ball situations. It's unbelievable. He takes all the corners, all the free kicks. I love his work. Yatara with a shot. A great save from their keeper. Again, nearly 3-0. But again, they're still moving. They're still going at it. They weren't making a lot of chances, but they were getting away with some like that, which surely should have been a goal, headed over the crossbar. And in the end, I thought we were actually destined to score more goals. But in the end, it slowed down, and we could only finish with a 2-0 victory. But hey, not too bad there. Samuel Umtiti actually got a man of the match as well, which is interesting because I don't think we saw an awful lot of him in the highlights package there. But still, obviously, as you can see in the previous episode, I was looking, as you can see, we got an offer for Wales to coach their national team. But again, not in a massive rush to do that, even though it does have Gareth Bale. But still, moving along, we will play another game against Nice, I believe is how you pronounce it. Nice. I'm pretty confident about that one too. But anyway, this one away is going to be the first snow game that we're going to be playing in France. So that's going to be cool. I don't know how much it snows in France compared to other places around Europe. But either way, it's a bit of a rare one because I haven't played... again, this is the first snow game that I'm playing, but Lacazette, immediately from kickoff, makes a forward pressure tackle, holds up the ball, lets Grenier run on through, have the shot, and that was not far off either. It's a fair attempt right from kickoff, and it wasn't just we kicked off and we just ran right at them. We literally made the forward pressure tackle with Lacazette, and a slide tackle is making so many problems for Nice, and the penalty has been given again. We are just creating and getting so many penalties in this career mode compared to other ones. But Lacazette, again, a nice little easy finish in the bottom left-hand corner. Not one of his absolute stellar placements in the top left or the top right, but it still gets the job done very, very easily, beating the keeper, who actually goes the wrong way instead. Again, Lacazette. I don't think Lacazette's missed a penalty. I don't think Gorkuf has missed a set piece. I just love it. It's brilliant stuff. But anyway, Gonalons, another shot. A little bit of an awkward attempt from that one there. And again, the captain, even though he's a centre defensive mid, but technically playing in a centre midfielder's position, he's not really getting on the score sheet, and he's not really setting up many goals as well. He's not really assisting stuff, which is disappointing. Even though he's a good player to have, he's a nice, highly rated, 80 rated player, and we don't actually have that many of them, to be honest. We've only got really 2. As we get away with murder there, coming off of the crossbar, the Nice player, I didn't see who it was in the end, had a shot which hit the free kick, which of course hit the hit the crossbar, hit the woodwork, and the resulting player that would touch it would end up being offside. But Yassine Benzia subbed in this game as well. I've had my doubts about him recently, but hopefully he doesn't have the pace. Look at him just get so easily caught after making a forward pressure tackle. He was the one that got stuck there. Lacazette tried a shot from distance, couldn't make it happen. But see how Benzia got caught and closed down so quickly after making, by the player that he actually made the tackle on. And yes, he was a little on the outside, but still. And anyway, Benzia again with a shot. Hitting the post again, can't even finish with the finesse shot there. And again, unfortunately, we unfortunately couldn't get a goal with Benzia, even though he was creating so many chances for himself. But we still end up getting the win there with a 1-0 victory over Nice. But Benzia is, he's really starting to get on my nerves a little bit, which is disappointing. And you can see there before as well, Gonalons was actually injured for a little bit as well, which is disappointing because he is our best midfielder, at least our highest rated midfielder, and now we've just lost him for a little bit, which is disappointing. But either way, moving on now, a big game coming up. Olympique Marseille. We're going to be playing now Marseille against Lyon. Now these two, before, Monaco and PSG just came along and got took over with the billions of dollars that they've been given, these two were the heavyweights. These two were the real deal. This is where the real rivalry was at. But now they play again. We're going to be playing at home at the Stade Jalon, and this is Marseille's lineup. Of course, Mandanda's a great goalkeeper, and they've got many good players as well. Gignac up front, Andre Ayew, who I might even be looking at getting on a pre-contract, as well as some very good defenders as well. We've got Nkalu, who I was even looking at as well, to be totally honest, but we'll see how that ends up. A shot very from distance by Marseille is going to go wide, obviously, and still continuing on there. A slide tackle in the box, which we get away with, and then we're just going to pass it out of here. Hopefully get a good chain of possession going here. We've got good movement going on right now with Lacazette now on the ball with Yatara, setting through Lacazette again, getting behind the line of defense. Lacazette still going, having a shot right at the keeper, and the deflection was heading in a somewhat sort of direction toward Yatara. But Grenier with a brilliant forward pressure tackle, lays it off. Yatara, that's the first! Brilliant goal. Oh my, brilliant goal. Yes, absolutely fantastic. The chain of possession started with an excellent tackle from Grenier, in the opposition's half, and then from there, their back line was just exposed. We just sent a through ball through a massive, massive gap, and it went right to Lacazette, laid it off for Yatara, and look at Jallet, after making a side tackle, after making the tackle to start this chain of possession as well, he went all the way forward, nearly got himself a goal. Jallet, by the way, in for Van der Ville, and I haven't given him many games, but he's had a brilliant, brilliant start to this one, and still attacking more from Marseille. They were creating chances, but we were just dealing with them too easily. The lob through ball in from Fekir to Lacazette. There he goes. Bottom left. Kept it low. Mandanda maybe should have even stopped that. But the through ball worked perfectly. The over-the-top through ball for Lacazette. Kept it low. Rolled along the ground. And that's 2-0. We're going so well right now against Marseille. We now enter the second half on the defense here. They're creating the shot. Another good save from Lopez. He hasn't had to make too many, but that's a good one as well. Yatara, Fekir, Alexandre Lacazette still moving along. The overlapping run. Tries to spot Grenier, I think it was. Couldn't make it happen. Held up for Fekir. And Fekir back to Lacazette. Look at the 2-3 players around Lacazette. He just holds up. Be's patient. Gets it to Fekir. And then makes a darting run. Well, watch this here. Gets the ball into Fekir. He makes the run, Lacazette. Fekir has to go around his man. Does it well. The through ball in from Lacazette. That's a brilliantly worked goal. I love it. Those two really combining there. What was Umtiti doing? An awful touch. Kone, he's got to run. He stops it on the goal line. Brilliant stop as well. Courageous stuff. He sure would be proud of that. Unbelievable. I don't know what the hell happened with Umtiti. He made a touch and just fucking absolutely just, I don't know what happened. He had a bit of a brain fade, but he took a touch and then just, it went right on past him. Conceded. It was a 2-on-1. He beat the goalkeeper, but Kone ran all the way to the goal line and stopped it. What a performance. Somehow we didn't concede even after that disaster from Umtiti, but it's an 8.8 rating for Lacazette, and he scores 3 beautiful goals, and yeah, no, it was awesome. Really, really good stuff to see. And now, obviously, on the table, despite having some recent success, 8 wins, 3 draws, and a loss, we are unfortunately second to Saint Etienne, which is interesting because you wouldn't expect to see them up the top. You'd expect, obviously, a PSG or a Monaco, but they're not going all too well themselves at the moment. Either way. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. We got the next game. We'll be playing against Krasnodar and some more awesome games, so be sure to watch that. And that'll be it for me. Thank you for watching. Peace out. Bye-bye.